Today I wanted to talk to you about something rather special. We've just launched an amazing starter pack called How to Sell Your Service Skills from Scratch. And it's for people who've never started a business before. And basically it takes you through all the things you need to do to set up and have a really strong foundation for your business as you move forward. So it covers things like making sure that you know what the skills are that you want to sell, because businesses and people that try to sell everything end up selling nothing. So you've got to get quite specific and kind of niche down and decide what it is that you actually want to be selling. And once you've decided that, then you're able to do some market research and find out what the competition's like, what the various prices are that people are charging, and so on. So it really gets you into a good, strong position for then to be able to build the rest of the things up that you need to do for your business. And obviously the next thing that you need to think about is, well, are there people who actually want what I've got to offer? So I need to look at my clients. You know, who are they? Where do I find them? What are their characteristics? And so, you know, we've got some great methods for helping you with doing that, like, for example, persona mapping and that sort of thing, which all makes it much, much easier to kind of work out exactly who it is that you should be selling to, and by implication who you shouldn't be selling to, because you know you can't basically sell to everybody, because there is a bunch of people who want what you've got and a bunch of people who don't. And so one of the things that we do when we're talking about the kind of ideal clients is we get you to also map out what their pains and their fears and their goals are, so that now what we're talking about is you've got skills, you've got an ideal audience base, you know who it is that you're going to be talking to. And then the third thing that we get into in this particular program is how to be client-centric, okay? So client-centric is focusing, as I said, on their fears and pains and goals rather than yours, okay? And what we're trying to do is get you away from that sense of desperation that you might have at the moment, particularly at the moment with what's happening with coronavirus and a lot of people losing their jobs around the world. You need to be able to kind of, if you're one of them, you need to be able to kind of put that to one side and just focus on your clients, okay? So in this amazing little starter pack that we've put together, you're going to start out by identifying what it is that you've got to offer. And you need to remember that the people that you're going to be offering it to are not as skilled as you, okay? We're going to make sure that you select skill sets that you are good at, and let's say you're a 6 out of 10 on, your clients are likely to be a 3 out of 10, which is why they want to deal with you in the first place. All right, so that's the first bit, as I said. The second bit is working out, well, who are these clients and where do I find them, what industry, and so on. And then the third bit is understanding the client-centric point of view, which is their pains, their fears, and their goals. Now we've got a couple of giveaways as well. You know, we've got an absolutely fabulous startup checklist. We've also got a great program on how to set great goals and then to plan to achieve them. So we're not just kind of pushing you out there and saying, yeah, away you go, here it is, it's all yours, catch you later. Not at all. You know, we're giving you good templates and workbooks and swipe sheets and other such arcane things that only happen in digital marketing. But on top of that, we're also going to give you the opportunity to have sessions with me on a weekly basis. So you join a group Zoom call and we talk about the issues around setting up your business. Because, you know, it ain't easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Here's another really interesting statistic. Around the world at the moment, there are millions of people really thinking hard about setting up businesses because they've either lost their jobs or they're worried that they're going to. But the old 80-20 rule comes in here. 80% of those people are going to think about it and think about it and think about it, and they won't do anything. 20% of those people, of those millions of people, will do something about them. Okay, so they will actually take advice and start their own businesses. But here's another really interesting thing. When you look at small businesses, less than 35% of them are actually profitable. So we're not interested in just teaching you how to start a business. We want to teach you how to start a profitable business, okay? Which puts you in a very small group. So you've gone from 1 million down to 200,000 because the other 800,000 don't want to do anything. So you got 200,000 down here, and only 35% of them actually make a profit, so that's 70,000. Now you're in a really small group when you look at millions versus 70,000. And then when you're starting to make an even better profit and you're building a business which is sustainable and profitable over time, believe me, you're joining an even smaller group. But this isn't something that kind of relies on you being, a business wizard. Here's the really interesting thing about business. Business has been done the same way for thousands of years. It's a pretty straightforward process. A few years ago, I was in a little town called Babylon in Iraq, 2003. And I walked down the main street of Babylon where King Nebuchadnezzar had driven his golden chariot. And on either side of the road, there were the ruins of shops. And shopkeeping back then is pretty much the same as shopkeeping these days. Somebody comes in, they want something, the shopkeeper's either got it or they haven't, they haggle about the price, and that's it. So pretty much the same thing happens now, even though it's digital, okay, and you don't need to go to strange and out of the way places in order to do it, but it's the same thing. Not everybody wants what you've got. So what you need to do is find out the people who do. And that's all the stuff around social media, which we'll also take you through as well. So it's a real kind of grab bag of the things that you need in order to be highly, highly successful and profitable. So go to https://bit.ly/BM starter pack, STARTER Now, if I had any sense, I'd actually write that, and I will. Okay, so it's all there waiting for you. Oh, did I mention? No, I didn't. $49. $49. There's, I don't know, $1,500, $2,000 worth of really, really good stuff in there. This is high quality material we're giving you, and we're selling it to you for what I call the COVID-19 price of $49. And you'll have a chance to build that up as you go along. So have a look, really worth it. If you can't get your $49 back in terms of a new client in the first month after you start using the starter pack, I'll give you your money back. That's how confident I am. All right, so have a look. You'll see the link down below, and we'll catch you later.